guys, welcome to the channel SAP BTP Tutorials, and this is Ria here once again. And today's video is about creating a story, with a numeric chart, numeric point chart. Okay, so let's get started. I've taken a responsive design mode. Let's switch it to laptop. So now we are in the edit mode. Okay, so now I have one requirement. Okay, let me first uh, link the model that I want to use with the story. This one. So now I link the model. So what I have to do is I want to insert a numeric point chart. Okay, this one. And now what I have to do, I'll show you the original Excel data source here. So this is my data source. Okay, here I'm having only these columns here. These are the dimensions: manager, approval, decision, type, description, and all this. We are not having a measure over here. Okay, there is not a single measure. Can you see any measure apart from hours worked? Is there any measure you can see here? No, right? But what the thing is, I have done this before, total hours worked. Okay, I don't want this KPI. I mean, I can make it. Let's make one KPI using this measure. For numeric point, we only use measures. Keep in mind, okay? We don't use dimensions. If we want to use dimensions, we have to perform calculations on it, or we have to use a calculated dimension. But we cannot use any non-numeric values while working with a numeric point chart. So here are two, primary and secondary. We'll go for primary. And first let's take this hours worked. So you can see total hours worked is 71. So like this we get an aggregate number of measures here. So it's a quick KPI to just see quickly, like a quick insight, like how many hours worked. Okay, so now similarly I want to create another numeric point. Okay, but this time I don't want total hours worked, I want something else. So now going here, what I want is I want to uh, give like the number of total approvals. Okay, how many approvals are there? Okay, so how many approvals are there? There are 14 approvals, not 14, 13 approvals. Okay, so will I just add it one by one? 13 approvals. I just to show it. Number of approvals is 13. So how can I do that? This is not a numeric measure, right? This is not a measure. This is dimension, because there's qualitative data here. Can you see any number over here? It's approved and rejected only. So what can you do now? How can you create a numeric point which shows total number of approvals? So for that, what we have to do is click here and click insert. We have to modify the source data. Okay, for that, for creating a numeric point for number of approvals, we have to modify the source data. As you know, we cannot uh, do any modifications in the SAC. Okay, so for that we have to modify the source file, and then we have to re-import the data. So here I've inserted a model. Okay, and let's give it name as a approval count. Okay, and now we are assigning some values. I've assigned one over here. Let's change the format first. Let's keep it general. What can I do it now? Want to general, yeah. One, and now let's do this. So now we have got one over here. Okay, so now we have added a approval count measure. So this is a measure that we have created, and let's save it. Control save. Why this is coming as in general? Why I'm not able to change this? I don't know. Sometimes I don't know, guys, what's the problem, but just ignore it for now. So we have saved this, and now let's save this. Let's save the story. Okay, now let's go to our model. Now we have that model already, but we have to re-import the data to update the source file. So here we have our model. Now in my previous video I have shown you how to re-import the data in SAC. You have to go here, data management. This time you will have to map some values. Okay, yeah, before we re-import the data, I'll just show you. You have to do one thing in your model before we re-import the data. Okay, so we have to go here, model structure. We have to create a measure, a dummy measure here. For now, let's create a dummy measure and let's give it a name, count, approval count. Let's give it as count only. Okay, count, and let's save this. Now we've created a dummy measure which doesn't have any transactional data, as you can see here. It's just a measure. Now let's go to data management, and now let's import the data. This one. Import. And this will take some time. You do not close your browser by any chance. Okay, so data has been imported. Now we have to set up the data. Set up the import. Okay, so now here, just see that next. This is all good. Are you able to see the approval count? Yes. So next. Okay, so this is the main part. C. One measure here is unmapped. Okay, there's a target column which we just created, count measure, which doesn't have any transactional data. Okay, all null values are there, but now we have to map this with this one. So drag and drop it over here. Okay, so mapping completed. So approval count was successfully mapped to count. Now whatever transactional data we have here in the approval count, this it's just one. Okay, that will be added to the measure that we just created in the model. Next. It will take some time. While working with SEC, we'll need some patience as far as my experience. And we have to choose this update method. I've covered how to re-import the data in detail in my another video. I've drop the link in my description. Just check it out if you want to see how to re-import data. Okay, so it's successfully re-imported. So now let's go over here and let's see if our measure is updated. Yeah, see, it's updated. Okay, so this is done. Now we have to go here We have to go to our story. Where's our story? New story. And now let's create our numeric chart. This one, right? Yeah. Let's go to edit mode. And let's click here. Let's open the builder. Now let's add a measure. We don't want this. Let's discard it. Select count. Now this is the number of count of approvals. We can give it a name. Total number of approvals. Okay. Now here it's showing a decimal place, so no worries. Go here, styling, and in styling you can go down, scroll down, and here in the decimal place you select it as 0. Now it's gone. See. And you can also style this. It's looking so small, so make it as default. No, not that. I was talking about this thing over here. Okay, set it as 18 and color black, font style bold. So now I'll be able to see. Yeah, you can do similarly for this. So now we have successfully created a numeric point using a dimension. Okay, and we are getting total number of approvals. So like this you can create numeric KPIs for quick analysis. If somebody wants to see the total number of something, you can just use this method to create a numeric chart. So that's it for today, guys. We'll see you in the next video, in which I'll be going to teach you how to create a solid story design. Okay, using models and linking models, and also we'll cover how to link a model in a story. So that's it for today, guys. Take care. Happy learning.